Hello and welcome to another Hit the Ground Running in Excel series video. Now, we started off with Control Enter, which is just the basic, principle of being good in Excel. Then we talked about the essential cell format, and you can look at those two videos somewhere up there. But now I want to talk to you about the GoTo Special Command. Now, this is truly something that takes you just 10 levels up in an instant. So let's talk about the GoTo Special Command. So the GoTo Special Command, basically what it does is it takes a selection and then it refines that selection by a condition that you give it. Let me show you an example. If I select all these cells and then I go Home, Find and Select, and Go to Special. Now this is the only time I'm going to show you this path, because usually what you'll do is you'll press either F5 and Special, or you'll go Control G and Special. So either one of those brings you into the GoTo Special command. And then I just say, well, the only cells that I want to keep selected after this are the blank cells, like this. And there you go. Right, and now I can go 0, Control Enter, and there you go. Now, this is sort of the basic of what you can do, but now let's take it a step further. Let's do something like this. Let's go random array of like 10 values and from 1 to 100. Let's just do that. Okay. And now over here, let's kind of do a couple of 12s, and then let's do a couple of apostrophe 12s, which I'm guessing you know are text, right? And you know this by simply the alignment that Excel gives you. Also, there's a error message that there's a number stored as text. But these are this is extremely useful when you want those leading zeros to remain in a cell. And now let's do this. Now let's bring a couple of ones into here and then just a couple of zeros like this. And now let's finish off with a formula. So let's say, take this, multiply that by this, and then divide by this. Right? And once I do that, I'm going to get a bunch of errors. Now here's what I want you to kind of imagine. Imagine that this set of data is about 10,000 or 50,000 rows long. Now, if I told you right now, is there any text in this? Well, you would just say, yes, of course there is. And if I asked you, are there any errors in this? You would say, yes, of course there are. But if this was extremely long, it would be much harder to then realize, are there errors in there? Is there text in there? And so on and so on. So what you can do is this. You can say, well, let me select this whole area. And what I want you to give me is this. I want you to limit this selection to only those constant values that are text. And OK. And there you go. That is your text. You now have selected, regardless of how many rows there are, all of your texts, which is brilliant for finding them, right? And also over here, right, we have some errors. Well, how many do we have? Hard to tell. You could sort of help yourself with the count and the numeric count and stuff like that, but you could also go select everything, special, just give me those formulas that return errors like this. And there you go. Those are your errors. Right? See how brilliant that is? And now let me also show you something else. So if this was just a, let's say, random array of 10 rows and 5 columns, and let it go from 1 to 100 like this. And now I'll do this. I'll select this two ranges, and then I'll put a conditional formatting on. Simply if it's greater than 44, then just color it red. And then I'll select this column and these two rows. And what I'll say is, I want you to give me, let's say, all the duplicate values in that range. I want you to color those yellow. And then I'll take these cells which haven't been selected yet. And I'll say within these cells, what I want you to do is to give me the top 10 items or the top 7 items and color them green like this, right? But now if I look at this, and this is usually a problem, when you have a giant selection, or if your data is spread, you know, for the entire sheet, how do you find which cells have the same conditional formatting rules? And that is important sometimes. You need to know if this column has a single rule, right? And without going into conditional formatting, manage rules, and then checking this out and see if that actually fits the entire column, particularly if you've copied a lot and then you have those split things, what you can do is, I'll select it all, but then notice, I'll do this. I'll bring the current selected cell to F5. And now I go to Special. I want you to select me conditional formats, but only those that are the same as the selected cell. And there you go. That is the range that has the same selected or the same conditional formatting applied as the cell that was selected. And let's go again. And this time I'll just leave the B4 as the selected cell. And again, I'll go conditional formatting, the same. There it is. And now for our final magic trick, we'll do this. We'll select one of those cells where we did the across and horizontally. And let's just check if this has, so now we're looking for this one, right? The duplicate values. We had duplicate values here. And let's go F5, Special, Conditional, the same, okay, and there it is. Now that is brilliant. And now let me show you another way you can use this. And it's not something you would particularly do every day, but it is something that is so cool if you do it. So if I take this tremendous website and I select everything and I copy everything, right? And then I go to Excel and I just simply paste that. What I'm gonna get, well, I'm gonna get some of the content of the web page, like the text and the hyperlinks. I'm also gonna get some objects, and those are the ones that I really don't need, right? Are these objects, and I have lots of them. If I look at this, this is just a graphical object in there, and there are a lot of them, just, you know, all over this. Now, how would I get rid of all those objects? Well, first off, let's see how many there are. So if I go home, find and select, selection pane, there are about 74 pictures and objects on this site right now. And now I could go, I'm going to start with the second row. Now, the reason I'm doing that is I don't want to lose this logo. So I'm going to start with the second row and go all the way down. So really all the way down. That could take some time, so let's go like this. There you go. So that is everything selected. But now I want to limit that selection to just the objects on that sheet. So what I go is, go to Special, just give me objects. Okay. And there they are. They're all selected. A single delete. We'll delete that, but I'm actually going to deselect that one because I don't know why it got selected. So delete, and there you go. All that is left is my one picture up here, which I still need, and then a whole lot of text. Right? And that's the easiest way to get rid of all the objects in a single click. Now, this is the power of the GoTo Special Command. You can do so much more with it, but I'm hoping this will at least get you interested in it and now start exploring. And I promise you, if you learn the GoTo Special Command, you will just be so much better in Excel. It does help tremendously when you're analyzing, when you're cleaning up data and doing stuff like that. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.